Namaste, I am Nitisha Timilsina and you're watching DWIT News. Let's start with the college headlines. DWIT Job Fair in association with Mero Job to be held on March 23rd. Mr. Manish Modi, co-founder of Janaki Technology, speaks to students. Class of 2021 appear for first semester final term exam. Students prepare performances for Dear Utsav 4. Documentary Club releases third episode of Spotlight series. And the national headline is, his son organizes an international conference Quality Education in Federal Nepal. And now let's hear the news in detail. DWIT Job Fair 2018 in association with Mero Job scheduled is to be held on March 23rd. After the success of Job Fair 2017, which saw more than 1,000 participants, DWIT plans to make this year's fair bigger and better. A number of software companies have already registered for the fair, and the interested people can register at the official website. Mr. Manish Modi, co-founder of Janaki Technology, spoke to students of class of 2019 and class of 2020 last Friday. In a talk program organized by Documentary Club in association with Dear Express, Mr. Modi shared his story of starting Janaki Technology and its growth. He also shared his experience and challenges he faced in growing the company. Final term exam for first semester has concluded this week. It was the second exam for class of 2021 in DWIT. The practical exams will be held next week and the board exams will be held later this month. DWIT students have started practicing performances for Dear Utsav 4. The annual program is scheduled to be held in April. Students from different batches are preparing songs, dances and other performances for the day. DWIT will also bid farewell to class of 2017 the same day. The auditions for the performance was held this week. The third episode of the talk show The Spotlight has been released last week. The show has garnered popularity among the DWIT students. The show is hosted by students of class of 2020, Akansha Shrestha, Mamta Rani and Pallavi Ghimire, and produced by Documentary, Movie and Dramatics Club. The show has hosted Mr. Bijaya Shrestha, Vishal Timilsina and Bidur Bastola, all the members of DWIT. The Higher Institution and Secondary Schools Association Nepal, his son, held an international conference to discuss the education policy that suits the new federal setup. Visiting experts from 15 countries presented 32 research papers during the 2 days international conference under the theme Quality Education in Federal Nepal, held last Friday in Park Village Resort, Buralin Kantha. Several dignitaries, including the Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, British Ambassador to Nepal H.E. Richard Morris, MP Gagan Thapa, attended the inauguration ceremony, where the PM, speaking to the audience, said that Nepal is at an historical juncture and welcomed the initiative taken by his son to identify the challenges of decentralizing education to the provincial level. Nepal is in transitional phase and building solid foundation in an educational sector is of the utmost importance for the development of the nation.
And the conclusions of your discussion.
We asked the public what changes they wish to see. Now let's hear what people have to say.
A robust discussion concerning the future state of education under federal setup in Nepal was conducted in a 2-day international conference organized by his son. The initiative taken by his son to identify the challenges in decentralizing education at a provincial level is a welcoming one. But what are the measures that need to be taken to improve the quality of education in federal Nepal?
I would suggest to have a scenario such that there will be more understanding for the students rather than just parrot rotting.
Yeah, this is a very rising issue, and what I personally feel is like if you really want to improve the education system here in Nepal, then we have to implement the state of art technology inside the classroom, and at the same time make sure that the discipline within the classroom should be maintained, because there has been many reports that students are using a lot of gadgets which have both the pros and cons. Using the gadgets you can learn several things, but at the same time it might be it might affect in some other ways. That's why we have to balance the use of the technology and follow and mixed both traditional as well as modern technologies to implement a good education system.
मेरो विचारमा नेपालको एजुकेसन सिस्टम बिस्तारै इम्प्रुभ चाहिँ भइरहेको छ, तर जुन सिग्निफिकेन्ट इम्प्रुभमेन्ट हुनुपर्ने हो त्यो चाहिँ अझै पनि गभर्नमेन्टको पर्सपेक्टिभबाट र जुन एक्जिस्टिङ कलेज अथवा स्कुल्सहरूको इन्स्टिट्युसन्सहरू छ त्यसको पर्सपेक्टिभबाट पनि सर्टेन मेजर्सहरू चाहिँ लिएको छैन जस्तो लाग्छ हैन. फर्स्ट एन्ड फरमोस्ट एजुकेसन सिस्टम चाहिँ अलिकति अप्लाइड चाहिँ हुनु पर्यो. मोर थियोरिटिकल नलेजको डिस्कसन्सहरू क्लासरुम डिस्कसनहरू भन्दा बाहेक अलिकति अप्लाइड खालेको प्रोफेसनल सेटिङहरूतिर सेन्ट्रिक भएर हैन.
Avina, Nakarmi with camera person Bishesh, Amatya, DWIT News.
That's it for this edition of DWIT News. Visit dwitnews.com for latest news in Deer Walk.